Oh, I got a 2019 Buick Regal. So the first thing I want to do is trying to find where I can run the power wire at to here, checking out where the battery is at. Battery's over here, and over here all you do is push this tab out and then pull it out both sides. You can see right there. And then where it's gonna be, I'm gonna run it either here or there. I will check on that one later. This for the charging, for the jumping. So next thing I want to do is I want to check the trunk. I also want to show, I'll be honest with you, earlier I was trying to look for the trunk button. There's no button out front. So on the back over here, I did touch all of these, but I didn't push it down. So you have to push it down to open it. It's not coming open. Hold on, let's see. So right here, you push that, it won't open because it's locked. I need to unlock. Press unlock, push that, it should open. That's how you open the Buick. So now I'm gonna pull all that out.
Over there.
So now I'm coming to behind the steering wheel, underneath the kick panel. Just this part, just pull it, remove it. You should have a hole right there. So the customer bought an AK150, which is a 4 gauge. I'm gonna run the wire. When you push this wire, you make sure you push it upward, because in the other side of it, as you can see, the other side of it is kind of hard to pull, and it's hard. The car just got in here, so I need to grab that out. The wire, you see the blue wire? What I did, I used a coat hanger and make a loop right there and pull it out. And then you're gonna try to figure out. I got the wires already ran really good, and I'm gonna use duct seal. You can get this duct seal from any electrical store. It's called duct seal. Just leave it right there, so that way the water wouldn't get in. You see right there, it's sealed really good. It's just like how they use for the heat. Like if they running the heat duct work outside, that's what they're gonna use. So now I'm gonna run it all the way to the back, and I'm gonna start pulling this out by prying it like so. Just go like this, and then pry a little bit at a time, and then move it backward. So I pry this up a little bit. I'm not gonna take the whole thing out. I'm gonna shove it down this way from inside to outside, so I can go through right there, because I'm not going to take the whole thing out. That's a lot of work. So I'm back over here with the left rear speaker. I'm only going to hook up one speaker, and then I'm going to tap it together. I mean, I've been doing that for so long, and to me it sounds the same all the time. Even I do the other side, it's still the same. So I use green as positive and green black as negative. So if you have this wire, now if you have another type, you're gonna have a green black and brown green, I believe brown black or something. But if you have a different color, the green black would be positive. So it should look like this. So what I did, I tapped this out a little bit, pry it out a little bit. I ran the wire through here, and then I kind of pulled it that way like this a little bit, and pull this out a little bit so I can push the wire, and then I go to the back. And then actually you don't have to, if you don't want to, just pull it up like this, and you'll be able to reach the wire. And same as this, just go that side and put it down. And as you can see, my knees down here make it easy for me to and then the seat, I move it forward. So now I'm gonna look for the ground, where I can use the ground at. The ground is gonna be somewhere around here, right there. A lot of people can use it right here. I don't like to use it because it's got paint. I'm gonna do my own, and most likely this is okay to break it in, break it out, not break it in. It won't hurt anything, just making sure the hole is there's not any other problem. So I'm gonna sand this out and put the ground. I sand it really good. I'm using one of these sand right there, and just spin it. And I use 2 soft taper screw and screw it and pull the wire, all the wire out, and put this carpet back. Okay, this is what I did. Okay, the wire that I ran from the which is the green and the green black, which is from the left rear door. What I did, I hook it up to, I'm using the line out converter Kiss Lock 2. The white and gray, which is positive, I tap it together with the red, which go to the green of the left rear, and then the gray black and the white black, I would use the black one on this speaker wire that I use, which hook it up to the green and black for the negative of the left rear speaker. And then I ran the RCA jack over to the input of an amp, and always make sure the amp is on LP, which is low pass. I don't know if you can see, I put the camera right there. On most of the amps, it's monoblock. Monoblock, you don't need to do that, but amps like this, you will need to turn it to LP. If not, you'll end up burning your coil for the subwoofer. And also, I got the, I forgot to mention about this Kiss Lock 2. It's got a built-in remote output, so once it get a signal from the radio, whew, my skin, too close. You'll need to hook up the blue wire to the remote and the black to the ground, and power to the power right there. So now all I have to do is go to the front and do the fuse. So right here, I'm going to, there's going to be a 10mm right there, and that's also a 10mm. Strip this out. Once I get that stripped out, I'm looking for the other end to that. I don't see it. Where did I put it at? Found it right here. You put the cap first, and then you will use an Allen wrench. Depend on what you have. He's got this model, you're gonna need a T15, and T15, and there's the piece right there. You want to remove the inside piece out. That's for an 8 gauge, and if you have a 4 gauge, you got it. After you take it out, see how big it is. So it'll fit, because if you use that little one, it's not gonna work. Tighten it. This is they're using an AGU fuse, which is the round one. I honestly, personally, I don't like to use it. I like the A&L fuse. It's better, it lasts longer, and this do get hot and melt. That's why a lot of time I recommend the customer just get everything from me instead of get from someone else. And this is probably Walmart brand. It's just a lot more work for me to do, and it's cheap because usually your A&L you tighten both sides. A&L fuse. This one you don't. You have to do what I'm doing right now. So I can either put it right here or I can put right there. So 10mm. Let me see if it's good right here. this go to the fuse over here, so that should work. But I like it over here better, the main battery type. See if I can slide it in. Too much work. I'm not gonna use it right there, because if it is, that screw, the bolt on the back of it will come loose, and then I'm gonna have to take all these out. That's too much work. I'm gonna just do from here. Loosen it about 5 turns, and then put it right here. A little bit more, and then tighten it back. Make sure that little red wire is still there. So I don't know what that's for. But as you can see, if you don't tighten this thing, you're gonna have an issue with charging system. I just put it down here like that, and hopefully it will go in. So that's it. And then usually I just tie some zip tie right there, and I use, if it was my wire, but it's not, so I just zip tie one side right here. And cut it. Make sure this stay like that. And that's it.